We are in a dire situation, using your adjective, in part because the Congress was supine under the Republican majority, failing to conduct oversight and demanding accountability, and because the President and his team, particularly the former Secretary of Defense, refused to adapt to the changing circumstances on the ground. If this hearing were being held 3 years ago, I would have a much higher degree of optimism. It has nothing to do with the loyalty, the warrior skills, and the leadership of our men and women in uniform. It has everything to do with the years of lost opportunities and the failures of the Iraqis to step up and take responsibility for their own future. It appears also, General, that the strategy that is being put forth here inspires skepticism for good reason. Your manual, the Army Marine Corps Counterinsurgency Manual, as we have already discussed, not only suggests a minimum force level of approximately 120,000, but the manual places great importance on building up internal institutions and training to provide security. This escalation, despite the rhetoric about other goals, places primary emphasis on American military involvement, not Iraqi institutions. The manual makes clear the interconnections of political and military progress, that one cannot be achieved without the other. I've been quite gratified to hear all of the positive references to Bosnia in this hearing. I can remember very well in 2001 and 2002 hearing nothing but derision about nation building and about peacekeeping and about sufficient levels of force going in to back up whatever the political objectives might be. You will take on a difficult role in Iraq at a time of peril based on your leadership and expertise. But what those of us who are issuing resolutions and statements of disapproval fear is that you are being sent to administer a policy that frankly does not reflect your experience or advice, or the experience and advice of our most recent example in dealing with ethnic violence, namely Bosnia. You wrote the book, General, but the policy is not by the book. And you are being asked to square the circle, to find a military solution to a political crisis. I, among others on this committee, have put forward ideas about disapproving the escalation, not because we in any way embrace failure or defeat, but because we are trying to get the attention of our government and the government of Iraq. On my recent trip to Iraq, along with Senator Bayh, our interaction with the Prime Minister and his team did not inspire confidence. What I, speaking for myself, am attempting to do is to send a very clear message to the Iraqi government that they cannot rely on the blood and treasure of America any longer.